Good day, everybody. Rob here at WesternPacificWeather.com. It is the 3rd of November, 2010. A very chilly and brisk day out here throughout much of Korea and Japan. Temperatures gradually dropping up in this region, being in the teens throughout much of Japan, and even some single digits up here in South Korea as this very cool high pressure ridges in from the Siberian region up here. Also, as we move to the south, though, high pressure dominating most of the region down here throughout the Ryukyu and the Taiwan right in this region. But there is this invest area right in here called 90W here, making its way towards Vietnam right now. Some really good outflow bands associated with the system in the southern and northern periphery. And actually, as we zoom in on it, you can see some very good convection associated with this system, really down and mainly in this area is where the center of circulation is. And as we can piece together a few microwave imageries, we only got two passes recently, but one's up here and one's over here. But with those put together, you can kind of see some really good banding in this system right now. The good news is, though, I don't think this is going to have too much time to develop before making landfall over here in Vietnam, so that's really the good news right now. But it is sitting at about 5 to 10 knots of wind shear seen on this chart. You can see what I mean here by this 5 to 10 knots of vertical wind shear, a little bit farther up to the northern periphery of the system, but right now, though, right around the center of circulation, that low vertical wind shear and very high sea surface temperatures in this region as well, about 80 to 90 degrees throughout this entire area. So definitely there is the heat content there and the overall capability of this system to develop, but right now it doesn't look like it should be too strong as it starts to make landfall here on the Vietnam coast. And as we move farther out to the west here into the Indian Ocean, we have this Invest 99 whiskey right in here in the Bay of Bengal. Thailand's actually put a tropical depression on this system as it moved over the country yesterday and the day prior. It is moving towards the west, towards India, and some of the models actually picking up on a second landfall here in Sri Lanka and the west coast or east coast of India right in here is a fairly strong cyclone in that region. Also, speaking of cyclones, we do have 02 Sierra moving to the south here. The warning for the Cocos Islands has already been canceled down in that area, and it should just start to continue to drift off to the southwest right now, get caught up in the westerlies, and eventually dissipate down in there. But just another thing to know, really a big fish storm in this region right in here. But as we move on to the surface chart here, you can see the Thailand Meteorological Agency's chart rate in this region, and showing this depression actually stamped right here. Just to note, 99 whiskey still by JTWC though, and also have that area of low pressure in association with 90W here, moving towards Vietnam right now. But right now, though, this is forecasted to drift off towards the west, and we show you a couple of the models here. You can see this system on the 5th at 0Z per no gaps out in the middle of the Bay of Bengal right in here. But as we scroll down here, you actually start to see it move towards the west, eventually making a second landfall here in Sri Lanka on the 6th, right about in the afternoon of the 6th as we move a little bit farther down here, right around 06Z, between 06 and 12Z. Now, this is per the no gaps model. Overall, Streamline is actually indicating a similar response as well. GFS is moving a little bit farther to the north, but really does look like that system has a strong chance to develop. But moving back out to the east here, back into the Western Pacific, we are still showing this area of high pressure ridging down in from the Siberia up in this region. Still bringing those northerly winds right around it as air flows clockwise around the system right through this way. So also you can still see that lee side troughing right in this region. So slightly warmer temperatures on the east side of Japan throughout this region than opposed to the west side, but you really don't have any maritime effect throughout much of Korea. That's why these temperatures are up in the single digits in many of those areas right here in South Korea. And it's still showing this basically this cold and pretty much steady winds out here and creating all this fog and basically radiational fog, morning fog throughout much of China right in this region. But just one thing, another thing to note. But that is all for today, everybody. Thank you for listening to WesternPacificWeather.com. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please field them to me at WesternPacificWeather.com. Really up to any more suggestions, trying to make some new changes to the site. So if anybody has any comments or suggestions, please feel free to let me know. Definitely would like to see some more improvements to the site as well. So, but also you can find me at storm2k.org. Plenty of meteorological discussion there on Invest 90 and 99 whiskey. So please have a great day out there, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll have another update tomorrow. Bye.